Again, the holidays, of course, a joyous time for all, but they can also be quite dangerous. We usually see an uptick in attempted carjackings and break-ins around this time of year. Attorney David Aylor, the gift that keeps on giving, joins us right now with some holiday shopping and safety tips. Counselor, thank you so much for being here. Of course, we're piggybacking off that case up in New Jersey where the gentleman, unfortunately, was shot and killed during an attempted carjacking.
Right. I mean, essentially, he was at a local mall, a nicer mall in the area there in New Jersey, and from everything, all the reports have said so far, essentially, at least one individual, if not multiple individuals, came up to his vehicle with he and his wife in the car and literally jerked him out of the car, shot him and killed him, and then took the vehicle away. Pretty scary.
You and I were speaking just before this segment, and you're saying that carjackings actually are getting more uncommon. So this was kind of an unusual case.
Well, I mean, obviously you still have a lot of stolen cars out there, but the situation with carjacking is slightly different. Obviously, for people that don't understand exactly what that means, carjacking is when an individual is actually getting in the car or is in the vehicle, as opposed to just your car being stolen when you come out from a business or from your home or whatnot. And the reason for that is obviously with communication today, people quickly call 911, and often these vehicles have some sort of GPS tracking system, so they can quickly locate the car, as opposed to when a car's stolen, that system can be deactivated before you even know your car's stolen.
Sure. Let's talk about some tips for everyday people to stay safe out there. Let's say you're at a mall, you're at a town center here in Mount Pleasant or at Northwoods. What do you want to do to make sure that you stay safe this holiday season? Because it's really kind of a time where you can become a target.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, particularly with the way stores are opening 24 hours a day now, particularly late in the season. There's going to be certain points in time where there's not going to be a heavy flow of individuals around in and outside the area, and unfortunately people are very concerned about what the sales and the items they're looking to get, and they're not really paying attention to their surroundings. So I think first and foremost is make sure you pay attention, particularly when you're entering and exiting these businesses, sort of what's going on around you. Are there people around you? There's security there? Where's the lights? And it's always better to at least be in numbers of 2 or more.
Yeah, a lot of this, of course, is common sense, but there are some things you might not think about, like, for example, if you're at a shopping mall and you're going to multiple different stores and then you're putting those presents, those gifts in your car, automatically someone can come by and say, oh, look at those bags, or oh, they left their wallet or their sunglasses inside. You're now a target.
Right, exactly, and they leave that stuff exposed. You see a couple of bags from an electronics store, clearly an individual looking through cars trying to determine whose car they want to break into. That is going to be a target. Maybe you've run back in and left something, like you said, left the car unlocked. Believe it or not, a lot of people's cars get broken into simply because they don't lock the doors. So you have to be very careful. It's a happy season, it's a busy season, but you want to be safe as well.
There are Grinches out there. In fact, we saw one at the Mount Pleasant holiday parade. A gentleman was arrested for breaking into cars while people were out enjoying the parade.
Right, exactly, because they're out there doing something else, not paying attention. Similar when people go visit their family, leave their houses unlocked. You just have to be very cautious and take a step back before you kind of get out in the scene.
I want to segue a little bit right now. Of course, a lot of people are doing online shopping, and there's a lot of identity theft risk with that as well. So quickly, some tips on staying safe with that?
Well, I think the first thing, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You see a lot of sales and different things that are on the internet that sound like it's a Christmas sale or holiday sale, and essentially it's not. It's somebody that's impostoring some sort of fraudulent activity, and then they're getting those credit card numbers. So you want to stick to the Amazons, eBays of the world, the safe sites that you're familiar with. Going off into some sort of tangent, something just because it looks like a sale, is probably not going to be the best direction to go.
And be sure to call your bank if you notice anything as soon as possible. Attorney David Aylor, thanks so much for your time, sir. Happy holidays to you.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you being here. Much more Low Country Live coming up after the break, so make sure you stay right there.